Alright, so I'm pretty pumped to get this. These are the Trek packs for the 1535 Air and the Pelican 1300, I believe. I actually don't know which is which. I'm guessing this is going to be for the 1300, so I'm going to put this on this side. These small ones, I believe. Oh yeah, I think these are most likely going to be for the 1300 right here. Well, since I picked up 2 kits, I did get 2 different bags. Does it say what kit these are for here? No, it probably doesn't. These panels here look like for the 1535. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the box and then go ahead and bring the 1535 so that we could start fitting everything in. Alright, so here it is. This is a 1535, like I said. I did win this on Instagram. I'll go ahead and tag the page where I won a bunch of Pelican stuff actually down below, because it was pretty cool. They did like a little photo contest and I ended up winning, which was surprising to me. But yeah, so this was pretty much free. So I found it a little bit more easier buying the Trek packs, which again, I've seen a lot of people use them and it seems like it's going to be worth it. Also, I'm not going to be using this pick and pluck. Like I said, this is all pick and pluck. It's brand new. So if you want it, let me know. If you have a 1535 and you already went through your pick and pluck and kind of want a new setup, I believe this fits. I believe this fits in the old box. That's perfect. There you go. You see? So if you want this, let me know. I'll go ahead and ship it out to you. So it looks like these 2 here are going to go on this side. Right? Yeah. Actually, first, I'm going to throw in these little things here. And then this one goes on top. Alright, after that, I guess you could start kind of throwing in your bolts here. It's good enough for me right there. Not sure you have to put a steel pin, one of those steel pins on the edges there, but that's pretty much it. Alright, so as you can see, this is my old Pelican. Which one was this one? 1550, and I've tried to rebuild some of the foam here with some super glue to kind of accommodate a new lens I picked up. So that's the problem I was having. As you can see down below here too, this was the old foam that I had, and it's also all cut up and pieces are thrown in there to kind of help restructure everything so I can get a better fitment for all my new gear that I picked up. So oftentimes, you know, I get stuck and I don't want to go ahead and pluck this again, and then it's gonna kind of lower this padding here and it's going to be super flexible. So that's the issue I had with the pick and pluck. I mean, it works if you know what you're going to be carrying full time and you're not going to be changing your gear up. There's no issue with that. But because I'm constantly moving things around, sometimes I want to take different lenses out, and you know, they're different sizes. Like this is a 70 to 200 here, and that thing takes up a huge amount of space, and sometimes I don't take it and I want to throw something else in there. But obviously if you throw in like this 16 to 35 in here, it's probably going to be moving around when you're transporting the Pelican case. So that's why I picked up the Trek pack. Alright, so I went ahead and laid everything out already. You know, I have my drone here, the controller, which I already checked to see if the lid will close. Obviously there'll be a little divider here in between, so it's going to keep it in place. 70 to 200. I got 2 lenses here, and I'm also going to add another slot here for a 3rd lens. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be getting soon, but it's nice to have that little slot. And then I'll go ahead and separate these, and these will be just 2 big compartments in the middle that I'll just use for just random stuff, like a GoPro, DJI Osmo Action, a light, an extra microphone that I'll just slip in there, and then some extra batteries and whatever I just want to throw in there. I just want kind of like 2 random little compartments to just throw random gear in there. But for the most part, this is the stuff I want protected with just my lenses. The 70 to 200 for sure is an expensive lens. And then also the drone here. The battery's probably also going to go in one of these compartments here. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and get started adding the dividers. I'll probably do a time lapse of it, or just kind of show you how I'm going to be doing it. This is my first time doing it, so Gotta make sure I do it right so I don't screw up any of this, any of the dividers here, because they are kind of expensive. I think they're like an extra 25-30 bucks for another set of these. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Using the kit here, they do give you a little cutting tool that you can use to kind of cut your dividers. It's pretty easy to use from what I've seen in the videos. It's gonna be my first time using it. So you're supposed to put this center pick here in between, and it's supposed to cut your dividers. So it should make it really easy. Just go ahead and pull down. And then using these metal tabs here, put this to the side. These metal tabs, you're going to be able to secure your dividers to the edge of the case. For example, I was supposed to actually put some here, so I'll go ahead and do that now, just to secure these little areas so they don't keep coming loose. And there you go. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and do this for the first time, so hopefully I don't screw it up and have to buy more. Alright, so I'm done. I went ahead and cut all the dividers, set up the case how I'm most likely going to be able to use it. I did add this extra lens slot there because this is going to be for my 16-35 in case I'm not using it. It'll fit right there because it is a bit larger than the other two lens slots that I made. There's a 70-200 slot, the drone, and then the drone controller. I went ahead and used the end of two dividers that I cut, because usually when you cut the big divider, you'll be left with like pieces like this. And I went ahead and added two of those pieces to kind of secure the controller from not hitting the drone itself. So that should be fine. Also, I added this big slot here for monitor, anything like that, cables and stuff like that. This is going to be like just these both slots here are just meant for random stuff that I'm going to be using. So right now this one's holding all like the action camera stuff, and I just threw in the mic here just to see if it'll fit either way. So it should be fine. So in the end, once you set up your case, if you set up your case similar to mine, you'll be left over with a lot of material left. So you'll still have like a big piece of a foam and then a few other smaller pieces. I was also left over with four pins and a few tabs that I didn't use here on the ends. I should have just thrown them on, but no big deal. And obviously the tool. So, I mean, you get more than enough to complete your little setup here. You can buy extra pieces. I believe for this one it's like 30-35 bucks, and you do get two long pieces and two short pieces, which is what the kit came with anyway. So that's pretty much going to be a whole new rebuild if you end up like picking up a divider kit. It looks pretty good to me. It is going to help me out with reorganizing my stuff. I can take these tabs out here and then kind of just move dividers around, so that's going to be perfect. For example, if I need a bigger space here, I could just remove these here and just take these two dividers out and then just be able to use that whole spot. And when I want to throw them back on, just throw them back on, put the pins on, and I'll be good to go. So that's pretty much why I wanted this. It is going to be pretty nice compared to my other little setup. Using the Trekpak dividers here, I did notice I got a lot more real estate back. So for example, on the 1550 with the pick and plug foam, I was very limited to what I can do because I wasn't really allowed to go too close to, let's say, the lens here, because you're going to kind of have a small portion of foam protecting your lens, and if there's two lenses together and there's only like one row of foam in between, it can kind of clank around. But with this, I mean, you do get this plastic channel here with two foams on the side, so it's very like, it's solid right there. It's a lot of protection. and because it's so slim compared to the pick and pluck foam, you do get more space back. So I'm really happy that I'm able to get a whole bunch of space here. For example, I could just move all this stuff in here into this little hole here, and then this stuff can go on top like I normally did with my pick and pluck 1550 case, and then have this huge area still available to me. If you don't know who Pelican is, you know, they make hard shell cases here. This is their air version. I believe it's a lot lighter than their non-air version of it. This is a 1535. I've been using Pelican for a long time now. Back then with my firearms, well, I still use them for my firearm stuff, and then for my camera gear, my electronics, and I've always trusted their stuff. I've actually like sat on one, stepped on one, used it as a seat during camp and stuff. So they're pretty solid. They're pretty solid cases. For sure the standard towards like those hard shell cases to protect your gear. So yeah, so definitely if you have some gear that you want to protect, these cases are like pricey. There is like knockoffs at Harbor Freight and stuff you can find, but these guys have like a lifetime warranty. I remember one of the cases I had a 1650, a really big case. I ended up cracking it and it warped and it was just all screwed up, and I went ahead and sent them an email, told them about it, and they went ahead and just sent me a new one without me having to even send my old one. All they wanted me to do is just drill like a few holes in the logo here to kind of void it, like they said. And I went ahead and did that, took a picture, sent it back, and they sent me a brand new one. So I really love their customer service and their lifetime warranty, which is why I just keep buying from them. I'm not sure how those other companies work with their hard shell cases and their warranties or anything like that, but you know, Pelican's just kind of what I've been using this whole time, and I'll continue to use. All right, so if you're interested in any of these cases, the 1535, the 1550, and the Trekpak stuff, I'll link everything down below so you can kind of check it out for yourself, check out pricing, sizes, and all that stuff. Also, if you already have this 1535 and you need some new foam, comment down below with your Instagram name. That way it's easier to find you, and I'll send this out to you for free. I have no use for it and I don't want to throw it away, so I'll go ahead and ship it out to you guys, in case any of you guys don't really care for the Trekpak stuff, or you just kind of want to rearrange your stuff that you currently have but you already use the pick and pluck foam. So yeah, comment down below. Thank you guys for watching, and see you later.